So the media reports that Las Vegas shooter killed himself after massacre are not true. But the big, just astounding.
Well, the other thing that's not clear, Alex, is this guy's supposedly a lone wolf. The woman who they were searching for has already been released, and they're saying that she's got no connection, right? So how do we explain eyewitnesses who are at the concert, and this is on video, we posted it, it's on Infowars.com, who said they were warned by a woman who they described as looking Hispanic that they were all about to die tonight. Now, if that's true, and this is someone who was at the concert interviewed by a mainstream news network, then he has at least one accomplice.
And she was interviewed minutes before this woman's identity or her looks were even out there.
Yeah. So we're going to have to wait and see. But the bottom line is the left's explain. They don't even care anymore. Even if it turns out to be some Antifa guy, they'll probably still just claim it was a right-winger and then just forget about it. I mean, remember Pulse? They denied that was even about Islamic terrorism, despite we had the transcripts of the guy saying this is for ISIS.
Pulse.
It's incredible. You got Vox coming out today with an article or reposting it. White American men are a bigger domestic terrorist threat than Muslim foreigners. So immediately they exploit it to advance their racism. You had Trudeau of Canada yesterday after an Islamic terrorist, Somali migrant, injures 4 people, could have been worse, blames white supremacy. He actually blamed white supremacy for an Islamic terror attack by a Somali immigrant. We love our Somalis. So it's absolutely insane. Now, whatever the evidence, Alex, they'll still use it to try and bolster their narrative.
We love our Somalis. We love our Muslims, too. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet. But on top of it, oh, and the whites saw evil kill them. I'm so liberal. There's video of him right after another Somali attack saying whites are the problem. This is a religion of these people.
Exactly. These are the same people who, after every Islamic terror attack, say, how dare you even link it to Islam? You're saying all Muslims are terrorists. Well, nobody's ever argued that, but that's what they say after every terror attack. Oh, we must just carry on as normal after this one. No, we need gun laws now. We need to ban all white people. That's what some on the left are tweeting out today. They'll use it to advance their virulent racism. Oh, but, we love our Somalis. There was an attack in Tennessee last week, which would have been even worse than it was. It killed 1 person. Nobody's even talking about it. Nobody even knows about it. It was a Dylan Roof-style attack, but the culprit, again, was a black migrant.
That's right, Paul. Incredible job, as usual, from London.com.
Now, that is as bad as someone like Hillary Clinton, who literally came out and said that we should put politics aside in a tweet, and in the same tweet, in the same sentence, blamed the NRA, and then went on a whole rant about how we need to ban silencers. Okay, you can watch videos on YouTube. This is probably a fully automatic gun responsible for this massacre, if not one that was modified to become fully auto. Now, I'm not a firearms expert, but there's a ton of videos on YouTube which show that those silencers, if you use them in a fully automatic weapon, literally will melt. But it has nothing to do with that, and yet she's hijacked it within hours to push that political agenda, while in the same tweet saying put politics aside. Absolutely despicable behavior. And of course, they're the same ones who come out after every Islamic terror attack, Alex, which are more prevalent, especially in Europe now, and say, let's just carry on as normal. Oh, but when this happens, when it fits your agenda, they want laws passed within minutes. So there's no intellectual consistency whatsoever. We don't know who's responsible. It could turn out to be it wasn't left-wing, it wasn't right-wing, it wasn't an Islamic terrorist. It was just a mindless act of evil. It does happen sometimes where you just get mentally deranged people who are hopped up on whatever SSRI drugs. Again, every attack, the Pulse nightclub massacre last year, which was carried out by an Islamic terrorist who said he was doing it in the name of ISIS, whether they were directly behind the attack or not. The media ignored that. Once again, they made it all about gun control. So, of course, unless the weapon was purchased before 1986 as a fully automatic firearm in Nevada, and in fact, I believe across the entire country, it would be illegal anyway. If it was a modified semi-automatic gun, it would be illegal anyway. So, again, criminals and terrorists will find weapons, whatever the law is, because they don't abide by the law. We saw that in Paris with the ISIS massacre back in November 2015. Strict gun control area. Paris. The whole of Europe is, especially in the major capital cities. Of course, they obtained semi-automatic weapons and massacred, what was it, over 200 people. We went to Molenbeek. We reported from Molenbeek. You can get a semi-automatic weapon on the streets of Molenbeek if you have the right connections as an Islamic terrorist within hours for €500. Belgium, complete gun control as far as I know, at least very, very strict. Certainly semi-automatic weapons are completely banned. So again, it makes no sense. We have terrorists stabbing people in France almost on a weekly basis now. We had another attack in Marseille yesterday, killed 2 women. They use knives. Do we ban knives? Basis, was ISIS involved at least at a distance in this attack? The whole claim from prominent experts, from non-experts across Twitter, is that ISIS claims responsibility for everything. People are making jokes about it. Not true. They don't claim responsibility for everything. Or they have an official propaganda agency. That's why it was reported widely in the media.
.com